share my screen and play. All right, there we go. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Adam and I today for Tuesday, January 21st. Getting to the end of January already, but today we're going to talk about 10 easy ways to make your next listing sell ASAP. And yes, it's finally here. Listings are taking a little longer to sell. So I have agents calling me going, it's not selling. I'm like, when did you put it on the market? Well, about 10 days ago. I'm like, well, geez. Usually agents that haven't been around more than like 15 years are still used to listings selling and multiple offers and all of that. And they're wondering, what can I do other than lower the price and do this or that? Sometimes you're going to have to go back and get and freshen your skills on how to make your listings more desirable and things that you can do. So we will go into that right now. So Adam, go ahead, jump right into it. Go
Thank you
see. Oh,
so much.
did I go to the wrong one? Is this right?
No,
There
you're
you go.
right. Oh, you were right. In fact, that first slide shows last week. We did powerful listing presentations last week. That's why this is part two, really, because I want to make sure that everybody, it's great to get, to prepare to get that listing, but what happens when you get the listing and what do you do, et cetera. So there is a link as well. And I know you have all the presentations as
Yeah, so
well
if
in your
anybody needs
library,
it,
but
yeah, anybody watching this, if you need it, just reach out to me. I keep them all so you could get it.
thank you so much. All right. You guys know about curb appeal. You know you got to make sure the curb appeal and the FOIA are on point. Buyers make their decision on a home in two places. First, from the street based on curb appeal, and second, in the FOIA. It sounds weird, but literally, as soon as they enter the home, that is a huge seller. The second they walk in and they look, that's what everybody else sees as well. So you want to make sure both places shine outside and right inside as well. It can net your seller thousands or tens of thousands more when you do it right. So landscaping, it may need to be upgraded or spruced up or remulched or weeded. Guys, there's opportunities for this. There really is. And whether it's you doing it or the seller's going to be doing it, or possibly you have access and can get good prices on a landscape. I mean, be the resource for these people as well. Does the front door look inviting? Add a paint it, remove the screen door, whatever will make it look like more of a front door of a Hallmark movie. I know that sounds funny, but it's true. Add a welcome doormat, a welcoming doormat, some potted plants, etc. And in the foyer, the goal, you want that bright. You want it spacious, right? No coat trees hanging there or furniture or clutter. Remember, you'll have an agent, you'll have an agent, one or two buyer clients, and maybe their kids walking in for the showing. And you just don't want it to feel cluttered or congested, okay? Just imagine having friends over. And I also put some curb appeal ideas. There's a link in there for you all to take a look at some fun suggestions for that. Number two, remove that excessive
Right.
furniture.
Yes.
Right? So I mean, this is phase one. I mean, really, a floor plan makes sense. It's just, and it's not hard to get around. Imagine three adults wearing coats and purses walking around each room. Are they dodging chairs and ottomans and everything here? Use Home Consignment Center or a similar store to consign furniture the clients don't want anymore, or donate to a homeless shelter, military base, fire station. Any workout equipment, pool tables, big screen TVs, they're all fair game for the decluttering project. Remember, dog kennels, cat trees, things like this can all find good homes through donations or posting online. You just don't want it to look so cluttered, not even with mess. I'm talking about just with 7 chairs in a row and 3 ottomans right there. I mean, come on, let's get some space into that house.
Yeah, and the other thing is I've had agents and sellers use they're called pods, or there's which is like a moving company. They'll drop off one of the small container, not small, but like a moving truck size container, and you could fill that with stuff, that they're going to move, and then they'll go store it for a monthly price until you're ready to move. So I've had people use those things for sellers to get stuff out of their house. And depending, I've had some agents credit that money back to the seller. So like example, if it costs X amount of money, couple $100 per month for have them do that. Say, hey, I'll credit that to you at closing off my commission. So it's like a wash, but they sign up for it. But it helps them sell, helps them organize, helps them get stuff out of the house, gets them ready to move. It's a great idea.
Odds are great. Good call. Number three, have a plan for the pets, guys, because not everyone loves pets. Some are actually allergic as well, like my son. Both will ruin an otherwise good showing. See, doggy daycare or finding a pet sitter for showings, that could be a real good move. But if you can't do either, think about creating the pet if possible. And if you do that, make sure it's in a designated room away from the main showing area. It could be a distraction. And listen, your pets as well, they could have anxiety. So that could really not only, concern for the pet, but also it just changes the whole experience when you have barking or crying pets over there. So please be safe and have a plan for that.
Exactly. And also make sure you put that in the showing instructions or notes so people know what they're coming into. I
Good
remember
call.
years ago coming into, going to show houses and they say the seller won't be home, but they're big dogs in a cage in the kitchen or something and scaring everybody. Let us know, what we're getting into.
Usually it's my kids that scare everybody. No, I'm
Right.
kidding. All right. Number four, eliminate any odors. I know this sounds just so basic, but it's true, guys. Smells, both identifiable and not good for showings. Cat urine, smoke, strong spices of cooking, mustiness. Guys, it's all bad. So removing carpet, drapery, or furniture that may be emanating those odors, invest in an air ionizer and run it between showings to eliminate lingering smells. Add this to your toolkit for any listing with these issues at all. I love those air ionizers. And when people see you have that, they're impressed. I mean, you're ready.
Right. You got it.
Number five, guys, what you want to do is get them pre-inspected. Remedy any items that could wreck the deal later on. HVAC, plumbing, electric, safety items are actually the most important, as we all know. But again, change all furnace filters, knock the dust off the hot water tank. I know this sounds funny, but these little things people do look at. Let's get this pre-inspected. Let's change it all. Let's get the dust off. Let's check for mold and crawl spaces. Offer a copy of the inspection along with receipts of any recent repairs when you start showing the home. In the agent to agent comments in the MLS. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a step in the right direction to get this done and more sellable.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it keep knocks like you said knocks down the list of the buyer's inspector is going to have because even no matter how minor a lot of little things are, when they see some buyers when they see a ton, they just think there's so much to do if they just cut it down in half, all of the maintenance and things like that. So it's a lot of maintenance, little things that you could be done. Yeah, don't have to be done all the time to keep a house working, but always good to do.
That's right. Now, I love this. You create an amazing home brochure. Szechuan has fantastic marketing. We all know that. Utilize professional photos if possible. If you can't personally create these using Canva or any other method, find out who the top luxury agents in your market are and use who they use and consider hiring who they use for some of that to help them out beyond what you need because it does matter. And what I decided to do is I wanted to show everybody, when you get time, guys, I have a link there to look at some really awesome brochure examples that you guys can get some ideas from as well. So I wanted to make sure we put that resource in there for you.
Also, I would say, a lot of listing agents have gotten away from brochures on their listings and flyers, things like that. But I always explain to them it's not just because, oh, well, they could see it all online, and it's not that. It's like a big, huge business card. So you put them out on a listing. Guess who's picking them up? The buyers are the buyers of the other agent. So I know some buyers agents go to the houses first and then they hide those from their buyers because they don't want their buyers to walk around with this thing with your information on it. Because if they are not available or something comes up, they have you. So now you have your buyer, every buyer that comes through your listing that has another agent for that house is taking your business card, which is your flyer. You should be spending the money to at least do that. So it's not about selling the house, it's about marketing yourself too.
Oh, I love that. Love it. Love it. And guys, preview the competition the day before you launch your new listing. Make sure your pricing is still accurate and know what the potential buyer for your listing is also considering. Your price has to make sense. So in some cases, you may want to take your seller client along for these showings so you're all on the same page regarding pricing. Research, analyze your competitors' products, sales, and their marketing. The more you understand, the more you're going to sound like 100% everything that's going on in the market. You kind of know what's going on with the competition. You know people are looking for people with answers. People are looking for people with knowledge. We want to be the neighborhood specialist. We want to understand everything in the area. Previewing the competition is extremely important when you're doing that.
And always keep an eye out of what's coming on the market. I don't know if that's another slide in here, but I'll jump in now. Sometimes, at least once or twice a year, I'm on the phone and going on the MLS, and I have an agent like, "Oh, my listing is not selling. What's not selling? When did you list it?" And I go, "What's been on the market and what's sold since then?" And they stop watching, and they said, "Oh, you missed like three." Listings came on the market after you listed like yours and sold before you, and usually it's lower price, and they didn't even watch it anymore. So you got to keep on watching what's coming on the market, because now you have competition and you could adjust your price if needed. So that's always good to keep watching the current competition too.
Excellent point. Even small things, removing scuffs and smudges. Look at the walls, guys. And painted railings in the home. Use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, that sponge to get rid of the shoe marks and minor things. But, if that doesn't spruce it up, you might have to look at painting, guys. Seriously. So here's a few methods to remove those scuff marks: a damp cloth, mild soap and water, baking soda paste, magic eraser. But here's the thing, guys. If you're going to do it, test it in an inconspicuous area first, just to make sure, hey, the damp cloth isn't working. I need to go a little harder with, magic eraser, baking soda paste. Again, if you see that it's not working, or if it's, making a white mark instead of then don't do it and stop immediately. But what you want to do is do it in an inconspicuous area first. Most of the time, it works wonders, those magic erasers. So
Yeah,
again, please fix up those scuff marks. They make a difference.
we have a few of those erasers. You never know.
I can
Don't need it
imagine.
as much now. Kids are older, but definitely when they're younger, those
Woo!
scuff
I'll
marks.
tell well, I agreed 100%. Although my son, who's going to be 17, I mean, I should own stock in Magic Erasers anyway. So, number 9 out of 10, guys, you want to review the exterior home, including the backyard, porches, decks, and fences. So, guys, again, repair anything that will come out in an inspection, and just like the front, make it more inviting. Think about kids and pets in summertime activities. Does the back or side yard look inviting, or does it actually look sketchy? Add trees or other screening if the house has questionable views. This could kill the deal, even if the potential buyer loves the home. Anticipate objections, mitigate them, guys, before they cause the home to sit or actually have a price reduction. Here's the thing, guys. When you're looking and you see a shoddy fence, you see shoddy landscaping, you see brush all over the place, sometimes it's incumbent upon you to work with that, with the potential, with your client, if you will, to get that remedied. And sometimes the agent does it, sometimes they have the client do it, sometimes the agent gives the suggestions on better pricing. Again, there's millions of ways to do this. I want you guys to be the experts in the area. I want you to know everybody in the area who can help fix, etc. Because when you say, oh, I have a guy who does this, I have a guy who does that, I have a guy who can get you boxes, I have a guy, those type of things are really impressive to customers. Number 10, make sure your description in the MLS and all sites are compelling, guys. They have to be compelling. And how do you do that these days? Well, you want to make an agent or buyer need to see your listing first or next. Open and airy floor plan or neutral decor says absolutely nothing. Wow, neutral decor. I can't wait. It says nothing. So, guys, use ChatGPT. Oh, no, 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 Tony Adam, I'm not on AI, even though I know we've done a few AIs and I'm sure we'll do a few more. They are the wave that's coming. But I will tell you, try ChatGPT. If you're going to do one thing in AI, go to ChatGPT. Okay. ChatGPT can help on your descriptions. So you can borrow language from other sources that are more descriptive than you until you get the hang of it. Would you want to show it based on your description? So when you're looking at ChatGPT, there's so many different prompts you can utilize. There's ways of talking in ChatGPT. You could do professional, you could do matter of fact, you could do convincing. I mean, think about that. If you're hard pressed to write descriptions or you get writer's block all the time like me, ChatGPT has been a savior to us and the world. It is unbelievable. And what real estate is doing in terms of AI has just been unbelievable. So here's the thing. You start on ChatGPT, you're probably going to go down a rabbit hole and find some amazing, amazing AI tools to really help you with your business. And again, we've talked about some of the AI tools to utilize. Please go back in the library and see some of those AI presentations, because I really do believe there's a few nuggets of gold that will help you in your business in 2025.
Exactly. And that's it for today. All right, let me go in
Yes,
here.
sir.
Stop sharing. There we are. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. If you need or want this presentation, just let me know and I'll email it over to you. And we have you again next week, right? And then every other week after that. And what do we have a topic for next week already?
Yep. So again, I was leading into AI with ChatGPT. There's a few new developments in AI. I'm just trying to keep everybody on top of things. So when they hear about it, they'll know exactly. They don't have to use it, but they'll know what we're talking about. There's a few things I cannot wait to show you next week.
All right. Well, thanks, Adam. Thanks for watching, everyone. Reach out to me if you need me. Go on my calendar, tonytalk.net. Happy to help you out. So thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you guys.
Bu-
Appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, my friend.
Thanks, Adam.
Bye.